TCU coming up with a 34-17 victory today over SMU. What a win it was for the guys. Absolutely. We saw a ton of play action, especially from Chandler Morris. We're going to hear a ton from Jared Wiley. We're going to hear some from Josh Newton, and we're going to hear some from Namdi Obiazor. 2 offensive guys, 2 defensive guys, and of course, as always, Sonny Dykes. Stay tuned.
We wouldn't be able to do the things we were able to do this year without the Flying T Club. So we got to continue to get people involved. It's more important right now than it's ever been.
Flying T is special. It's the best thing that I've encountered in college. It allows us to be able to offset a lot of the costs that our scholarships aren't able to cover. If people like winning, invest in the Flying T Club and NIL.
It's almost a necessity now in the college football world. I mean, you got to kind of invest in the programs, and what you put in is what you get out.
You guys played a great game today, 34-17.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to beat SMU, obviously. It's a rivalry game. Talk to me a little bit about what that kind of means to you guys.
It meant a lot. Just understanding and being around a staff that came from SMU 2 years ago, I want to say. Just understanding their vibe, looking at their energy, and look how serious they are. Just coming into weeks like this, so it helps you. It gives you a little boost in preparation.
And coming into this game, you guys were pretty evenly matched across all stats categories, but obviously it looked like a total mismatch there on the field today. So what did you guys kind of do preparation wise to get ready?
I mean, it's really nothing different. Like Coach Dykes always make it about us, what we do, and just we practice hard Tuesday and Wednesday, good walkthrough on Thursday, good run through on Friday, and besides that,
and it's game.
Yeah, and
that's
in our meetings.
Business.
Yeah, other than that, it's really we all do the same thing. We all practice meet, game. So
every week.
That's
what we get down to. Next week, we've got West Virginia at home. It's a night game,
and it's a blackout.
Game gets a little rowdy always with West Virginia, especially at night. What are you kind of hoping to see next game? A little bit of improvements.
I'm expecting a dogfight. I'm expecting good shots. I'm expecting everything. You got to expect the unexpected in this game. So I'm expecting everything. We're going to look at the tape. Coach Gillespie, we're going to get a game plan. Whatever it is, we're going to execute it. We're going to practice it. We're going to get it right. And we're going to move on.
Going to put you a little bit on the hot seat. Everybody's criticizing TCU a ton after last year making it to the national championship. This year, first game of the season, they lose. But the stats really show a great team for TCU. What do you kind of say to the people who are criticizing this team?
Nothing. Ignore them. They're not in here. They can't do it.
Good game today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Higginbotham, we put people first. So we simply start by listening to you. Whether you're searching for customized insurance, HR, or financial solutions to protect your home, car, health, business, or employees, our specialists are here to serve you, the people you care about, and your success. Higginbotham, insurance, HR, and financial services. Inspired by you.
Sonny Dykes, a great game today. TCU coming on top of SMU. Always a good day in Fort Worth. That ending, Dominic Williams gets that tackle on Preston Stone in the end zone. No call safety. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was clear to everybody that went to the game it was a safety. I don't know if the officials just wanted to go home or what the deal was, but they, basically the guy said it wasn't a safety, too bad. We're not going to review it.
Oh, awesome. Love to see that.
Yeah, just what you want to hear from an official.
Absolutely. And Chandler Morris, he's getting better every single week. We've talked about him every week, but this week, 73% completion percentage, and your offense was 55% productive on their drives today. Talk to me about how this offense is really coming together.
Yeah, we're getting better. I mean, we're getting better. I think it all starts, honestly, with Chandler. I think he just becomes more and more comfortable week after week. He's such a good decision maker, so accurate with his throws. He just manages the game so well. And and I think he's starting to develop some confidence in his receivers and tight ends and guys. And I think that, I think he's really turning into a good football player.
And last week you talked a lot about Savion Williams being available in practice, that leading to him having a good game versus Houston. This week we saw Jared Wiley have a good game. Talk to me about what he was like in practice this week.
Yeah, Jared had a little bit of an ankle injury that he's been battling through and had a good week. I mean, he was consistent, got more time practicing. And, I think the biggest thing that we talk about all the time to me, Amani Bailey is probably the best practice player in our team. And so when you see him practice all week and he goes out and he performs the way he does, you're not surprised just because he does it every single day in practice. And so, it's good to see Jared make plays today. And again, Chandler counts on him. He's a big target, and he did a great job catching balls. Thought Chase Curtis made a couple of big plays for us as well. And Chase is somebody who continues to come on. So excited about that group, and I feel good about that whole entire room, really.
And you've talked a ton about the penalties, 6 penalties for 48 yards today. What do you think about that?
It's better. Still not what we need, but it was better. Still had too many on offense. We had a hands to the face penalty. We had a holding penalty, had a false start. Those are things offensively that we've got to get past. You're going to have a couple of penalties here and there if you're playing aggressive football, and you can live with that, but you don't want those pre-snap penalties.
Absolutely. And your defense today, 2 interceptions, 3 sacks. Talk to me about those guys really battling it today.
Yeah, I thought that was big. I thought our guys, to me, when you say what are the 2 biggest plays of the game, I think they were 2 interceptions. You know what I mean? I think that those were big plays for us. SMU got a little drive together, and all of a sudden, Josh Newton comes up with a heck of a play on a tip ball, and then Bud makes one of those plays that Bud makes. You see the ball thrown, you think it's a really good throw, and all of a sudden here comes Bud kind of out of nowhere and picks the ball off, and those were 2, like I said, really big plays for us.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you guys, appreciate it.
Simply the best barbecue in Fort Worth. Dine-in, catering, or drive-through. 2900 Montgomery, just off I-30. Remember, the best barbecue in Fort Worth is at Railhead Smokehouse.
Jared Wiley, you had a great game today. You got super active with the offense. Sonny talked a little bit about you battling an ankle injury. Talk to me about what that's been like coming back to it.
I got a little banged up against Nickel State a couple weeks ago, but they've done a great job of taking care of me. Training room, our trainers, our athletic trainers, our coach has been doing a really good job taking care of me. So just blessed to have people like that around me so I can just keep progressing week in and week out.
And last year we saw you and Quinn Johnston be Mr. Reliable with Max Duggan. This year we saw exactly what you did all last year in today's game. 2 touchdowns. You were the main guy with those targets. I mean, it seemed like anytime Chandler threw the ball, you were going to catch it. So talk to me a little bit about what that relationship has kind of become with you guys.
It's just kept progressing week in and week out. I think that relationship still has to build a little bit more. There was, one target where me and him weren't on the same page, but other than that, just as an offense in general, he's got full command of our offense right now, and we're rolling. So it's been really nice to see.
Absolutely. And looking ahead towards next week, a night game here, what are we thinking? And I know it's a little early. We might not have looked at the report yet, but what are we thinking?
That's our typical deal. You gotta dominate at home. So we just got to go out there and handle business, and we're hoping that all Frog Nation and all the fans will show up for that one and be loud.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We're lucky to have a collective that's as strong and as powerful as the Flying T Club. It's a big deal for us. It is a game changer. I would just encourage any fans out there to support it. Everyone asks me, what's the biggest priority? And I say, NIL is big. Please jump on board, show these student athletes how much they mean to you. The thing about NIL is I think there's a right and a wrong way to do it, and the Flying T Clubs do it the right way. Let's keep winning. Join the Flying T Club today.
Chandler, you played a great game today. You guys played an incredible game. SMU is always a tough one. We knew that they were going to have a great defense, especially the pass rushers, but you guys really exploited their defense today. What was that kind of preparation like? How did we get here?
We understood that. They had a good defense. Their front was really good, much improved from last year. Our offensive line, they played their tails off. They gave me a lot of time, and they were doing the right thing, and they knew their assignment, and that comes from practice. And they've done a great job of practice, kind of had a different mindset, and I'm so proud of it.
Absolutely, and you played a very clean game today. I think it's arguably your cleanest game that you've played so far this season. 73% completion percentage, and you look so much more comfortable in the pocket. Kind of, where does it get to? Like, what are we doing in practice? Kind of what's working so far?
I'm really just doing the same thing. Going about it. I'll stick my routine, my weekly routine. At the end of the day, it's reps and getting out there and getting to go learn through reps and stuff like that. So, and that's the thing. You can't coach experience, and I haven't had much experience coming into this year in college. So I knew there was going to be a little bit of some growing pains, but just trying to get better each week, and that's kind of been my mindset.
We talked about you being able to trust number 9 last week. You definitely can still do that. And then we saw Jared Wiley get super productive for you today. Talk to me about that relationship.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, number 9, he's a warrior. I tell him all the time, and he's always got my back. And anytime that 9's on the field, there's a lot of confidence from everyone on the field. And then with Jared, I mean, he's a veteran. He's an experienced player. He knows what he's going to do. He takes a lot of pride in what he's doing. And he's hungry. He wants to go get better each day, and he practices hard. And I know I just got to put it around him, and he's going to go get it.
Thanks, Chandler.
Thank you.
John's Grill is the newest venture from John Bennell and the Bennell's Restaurant Group. A ranch-to-table concept featuring food, beer, and spirits from around the great state of Texas. Our menu is designed by Chef Sean Alvarez and features 2 chef-inspired burgers, the Fatty and the Flatty, plus a brisket menu perfect for your casual night out. Fast casual service in a fun, relaxed, family-friendly environment. Featuring 11 big screen TVs for you to catch the big game on. Our mixology team has created a craft cocktail and beer menu featuring local spirits and brews from across Texas. John's Grill, home of the Players Club show each week. 2905 West Berry Street in Fort Worth. Or online at johnsgrill.com.
Big game for TCU once again next week. They're at home. It's a night game, and as you heard the guys say, it's going to be a dogfight. Make sure you stay tuned and make sure you get there and cheer on the guys, and make sure you're watching an hour before frogstoday.com for the pregame show. Go Frogs.